good evening, viewer. You're most welcome to the NILE CAST only on West Nile Television, where we give you the daily news bulletins of the day, every day from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. My name is Okumuringa Christine. Before we dive into any of the stories, let's first have a look at the news making headlines today. In the headlines tonight, low turn-up as school officially reopens in Arua City. Parents concerned over the few numbers of staff at Konga Primary School in Zombo District. And Bishop Ponzazela to begin border evangelization and safety campaign in the Greater Nebi region. This and more in the NILE CAST News Bulletin. It's the 5th of February 2024. You're most welcome to the NILE CAST only on West Nile Television. Now let us dive into some of the stories of the evening. After being home for the festive holidays for over 2 months, the learners are continuing classes officially after school has been resumed on the 5th of February 2024. The turn-up of learners is, however, low in most schools in Arua City, this being blamed on the parents' poor attitude towards the first day among some of the learners. Take a look.
The district councillor, Jangokoro Sub-County Binen David Arua, expresses concerns, adding that parents are threatening to close the school upon their several failed attempts to get response from the district education department, Zombo district. Arua notes that the district education department recently had the general transfer of teachers, and they hoped to have some teachers posted to the school, but nothing was realized.
The challenges we are facing in Konga Primary School ever since 2017. We have few number of teachers. We have 5 teachers plus the head teacher, totaling to 6. So the problem is with the district education department. They come and pick teachers from Konga Primary School. They take to other school, but they don't bring back to replace the teacher they have taken. This thing has caused a lot of problem, making performance of our pupils to go behind, which is not good. And the total number of pupils we have in Konga Primary School last year, we had 1,200 pupils. Only that one cannot be managed by 5 teachers only. That thing has affected the performance of our pupils. Last year, P7 who sat, they were 34 pupils who sat for PLE. Only 2 got second grade. 15 were in Division 3. And that one, the problem came because the teachers were not enough to manage to teach. That thing has affected us seriously.
The chairperson School Management Committee, Konga Primary School Baptist Oriem, blames the poor performance on few number of staff at the school, claiming that the district has not put attention to supervise on the few teachers at the school.
So today is the beginning of the new year in these schools, but I'm feeling bad about the number of teachers in Konga Primary School. We have only 5 teachers and 1 head teacher, altogether 6. But we have 1,000 and something number of children, number of school children here, and then a few teachers. So we talk 3 times in a district to the DO. I request him, and then he agreed. And then the deployment of teachers done 3 times, but he never received anyone teachers in this school here. Started in 2017 up to now. They take some of the teachers from Konga They transfer somewhere else, but no any teacher come back to present. So I don't know what can we do as I'm the chairman SMC if possible. I request the government to assist us.
However, Silvio Jalar, Zombo District Inspector of Schools, refuted a claim that there is a plan to post 2 teachers at the school this term. Jalar equally acknowledged the challenges of the few staff, but attributes this to some staff who have been enrolled for further studies and their position cannot be replaced by other staff in the school since they are on payroll.
The number of staff in Conga is not 6 or 5 as alleged. The number of staff in Conga is 7. Now we have realized that that 7 includes the head teacher, which is not appropriate in case he goes out for administrative duties. Now as a district, as I'm talking now already, we have posted 2 more teachers to Conga to make the number 9, as we are looking for the number to be 10. But also now we should be mindful that this is not caused by us deliberately as a district. Is that now, with the new teacher policy, some teachers are going back to school. And it happens that some of the members of staff, at least 2 teachers from Conga Primary School, went for upgrading courses in order to obtain their diplomas and degrees. And now when a teacher goes to school, that teacher is not put out of payroll. The teacher still remains a teacher of that particular school because he continues to draw money on account of that school. And now we cannot now take another teacher to go and replace the one who has gone back to school, because the money for paying that other one whom we are bringing newly will not be there. And in case we bring that person, now the wage is supposed to support in terms of recruitment. So that is the status of Conga. But now what we have done as a district, we have looked around in schools where the number is at least 15 and above. We have taken, as I'm talking now, already 2 teachers have been got, and already as the term opens are going to be in Conga Primary School as we look for another number.
In 2022, the school registered 1 pupil in Division 1 with the few teachers in place, but in 2023, out of the 35 candidates registered, only 2 got Division 2, 6 got Division 3, which to leaders was a dismissal performance. The school last registered more than 8 years ago. As schools reopened today for the first time in 2024 academic year, many schools in Zombo district have registered low turn-up of both teachers and learners, as observed by our reporter this morning. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, Nile Cast.
And more in our stories this evening. After being home for over 2 months for the festive season, learners have continuing classes officially after school has resumed officially on the 5th of February 2024. The turn-up of learners in Arua Sita was, however, low in most schools, and this has been blamed on parents' poor attitude towards the first day among some of the learners. Take a look.
As schools across the country today on the 5th of February 2024 officially opened for the first term of 2024 academic calendar, the turn-up of learners was relatively low in most schools found within Arua City. This was witnessed in most private and government-aided schools at both primary and secondary levels, which the school heads blame on the parents as they hope for the numbers to increase in the coming days.
I'm Jacob Igudale, the Deputy Head Teacher of Public Cases. The turning up of students for Term 1, 2024, as of now, it is still not all that good. We are seeing challenges in the parents' failure to meet some of the requirements which are needed for the school, especially the fees and the other requirements. The turning up in each class at the moment is very low, lower than what used to be in the past. I attribute this to majorly maybe because of the festive season where people spend a lot of money and they were not able to reserve things for their children. So at the moment we are still waiting. Maybe the next day the turn-up will improve.
As you see now, there are parents who are also coming to register them, and I'm quite sure that the parents are faced with a number of challenges because, for example, the parents that have children who are supposed to move to secondary school, organizing to take them, and they're also thinking of seeing how best these ones in the primary can come, there are other responsibilities that might have taken them to come and register the children. We had strongly put to the parents that come and register the children personally yourself. And perhaps the parents who have not been around with the children, who might have traveled, might have not come to register the children today. But I'm quite sure that the number will increase because the 414 is not bad love.
Some of the school heads also attribute the low turn-up of learners on the first day to poor attitude among some learners and the parents.
In most students, they have that negative attitude that the first week normally do not teach. That's why they normally delay. But nowadays it's not like that. Because the schools, they have the seniors who normally do this work.
And some parents have also negligence. They have this negligence of not sending children for the first day, thinking that children are coming to work on the compound, coming to clean the classrooms and so on. So they don't want their children to participate in these activities, which we don't even do it in this school. For us, we employ people to come and clean around. Then the children, their work is only to enter and attend lessons.
Buzazili, who is the senior inspector of schools in Arua City, appealed to the parents to ensure sending their children back to school for learning with immediate effect, since the teaching of learners starts from the first day.
And those who have not reported to school, maybe by today, tomorrow, we encourage you parents, send this child to school. And also follow whether this child has reached the school or has learned something today or is already there in school. Follow up. My surprise is many parents, as the whole of January, schools have been waiting to register new learners. Many parents are not reported. They are not taking their children to be registered in schools. And this is day one, when teachers are supposed to be now helping the learners, teaching the learners, parents are still bringing their children for registration. I want to request that you speed up this so that the child will be in the classroom learning, because the curriculum is prepared in a way that from day one up to the last one, every activity takes place.
The 2024 academic calendar that officially commenced today on the 5th of February 2024 will run for 89 days until the 3rd of May 2024. Farish Majid, Okumuringa Christine, West Nile TV, NILE CAST.
And more in our stories, as the Uganda People's Defense Force joined the Uganda Police and Uganda Prison Services to clean Kitgum municipality ahead of the 38th Tarisita celebration anniversary, locals in Kitgum municipality rejoiced over the good years of working relationship that they have had with the UPDF. Stephen Okello has more.
Locals in Kitgum municipality were delighted to witness Uganda People's Defense Force cleaning Kitgum main market and other part of the town, as well as donating blood to help the sick in the hospital.
The forces that we have today, we can mingle with the forces, you are free. This used not to happen during a means time. So we give credit and we admire the army today. Very professional, very down to earth, and in for community activities. It means a lot to see a man, someone like a colonel, army officers on ground holding, the brooms with us and sweeping with the people.
Daniel Oroma applauded the UPDF for exhibiting a high level of professionalism while protecting Ugandans and their friendly way of working with the community.
Those days, the forces of the country, the partnership with the community was too poor, but one of these days, the UPDF are very friendly people, very developmental, even in the society where we come from. Their participation, their involvement in our social, economical, and political development of this country is really remarkable.
Colonel Patrick Opera, a commander of 505 Brigade in Lamore and Kitgum district, respectively, says while celebrating the struggle of the 41 brave Ugandans who launched their first attack on February 6, 1981, under the leadership of President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, as UPDF, they have been using most of the prevent activities to deepen their relationship with the local community.
You see, to do better, you must know where you came from. And that is why we are telling them the story. Where we have been was not a good history in this country. And you remember that even our own army, the former one, before this government, I don't think they would mingle even with the population. only mere seeing of uniform, I think everybody would have even closed and moved home. But then today, we are trying to tell the people that we are together because we came from them, and they must understand that we are with them. And even after this service, we shall also go back to them.
Cyrus Oriem urges the leader of Kitgum municipality to always organize and make it a routine activities with different stakeholders in the district to participate in cleaning the town for healthy well-being of the community.
If you look at our environment, if you look at how our garbage is, if you look at how our polythene bags are all over these places, you understand the significance of Tarare Sita activities, the pre-activities in Kitgum. Yeah. When I look at our brothers and sisters in uniform moving around, cleaning the places, it tells us we as a local community, we are not taking this activity seriously. We should have been the one actually doing this, not even the military. So I think it's time for us to step up our game.
It is not by coincidence that locals in Kitgum municipality is highly celebrating UPDF. In 2019, the district hosted the national celebration of this remarkable day, Tarare Sita, and the men in uniform have done a lot for them in that year. Stephen Okello for West Nile Television, Nile Cast.
And more in our stories this evening, the Bishop of Nebi Anglican Diocese, Right Reverend Ponzo Zele Awinju, will commence the Boda Boda Evangelization and Safety Campaign on the 11th of January 2024. On the 11th of February 2024 to all stages in the Greater Nebi region. The Bishop has initiated a project to meet all the Boda Boda riders in the Greater Nebi, starting from Jupangera Sub-County in Nebi District to Paida Town Council Zombo District, among other places. Take a look.
His message comes shortly after he warned Boda Boda riders against engaging night operations in the districts of Pakwach, Nebi and Zombo, which puts their life at risk. In order to address these challenges, the Bishop has initiated a project to meet all Boda Boda riders in Greater Nebi, starting with Jupangera Sub-County Nebi District, by the Town Council in Zombo District, among other places. Commenting during a preparatory meeting this morning at St. Stephen Cathedral, Golim, the Bishop has also commenced and condemned the act before appealing for better coordination between security officers, local leaders, and the Boda Boda associations for response in case of emergencies.
Was murdered and his Boda Boda stolen, Boda Boda bike stolen. This is why I have decided as their chief shepherd to go out and also pray with them, pray for protection. God should protect their lives. There are other people poisoning them. We should pray collectively for God's protection upon our children. And most of all, security of our country, to some extent, depend on these young people who are in the Boda Boda business, because as they go around, they know who moves out, who moves in. Even me, as a bishop. If I do dirty business in the night, they will know, because they are all out looking at such things. And so we need to pray with them. We need to give them the word of God. We need to encourage them. Not every Boda Boda is a muyai. Not every Boda Boda is a thief, as some people say. And this is the time also to encourage them, to speak to them, to tell them to be vigilant.
According to the Bishop, this project will include evangelization of good news to the Boda Boda riders, as some of them do not have time to go for church services on Sundays and Fridays. He also advised them to have good saving culture, to invest for the future, to pay school fees, and do other developments to sustain their families.
Something that can develop into something good for their investment. Many Boda Boda young boys and girls get money and it just passes through their fingers. They squander money. So I'm telling them that no, do not squander money. Use it wisely, invest it, so that at the end of your life, when you are taken back home, you can show that this is the money. So let's encourage them. This is my mission to the Boda Boda. As a religious leader, I am doing this also
to help them do their business with the fear of God.
The evangelization and safety campaign by the Bishop will commence on Sunday, 11th January 2024, 2 stages in Greater Navy. This is the first of its kind to meet border riders, as many of the religious leaders sometimes ignore them and mistake them to be bad people in society. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, Nile Cast.
And that viewer marks the end of the Nile Cast only on West Nile Television. Thank you always, viewers, for taking the time to be with us from the beginning of the Nile Cast to the end of the Nile Cast only on West Nile Television. Please stay tuned to the rest of the subsequent programs that may follow. My name remains Okumaringa Christine. Have a good evening.